Okay. All right. So I may now you tell me if this was a mistake
Probably.
or not a mistake at work. So part of my job is to make calls.
Okay.
Someone good at their job and my profession probably makes 10 to 20 calls a day. Okay.
Okay.
All right. My average, we'll call it 5 to 6. I'm not great at this.
You are slacking.
I am slacking. Now that's probably my monthly average last month. Pretty bad. Pretty notable.
Yeah,
Pretty
that sucked
don't
pretty
hang
hard.
that on the fridge situation. Yesterday, I had a little motivation and I did about 55 to 60.
That's considerably more.
That's considerably more, yes. Now here's the problem. As soon as my boss sees that, have I now tipped my hand
Oh, for sure.
that
You're done.
I'm not saying I've been slacking, but it's possible that maybe this was my flip switch moment.
Are they going to see these numbers?
So
Are they going to see the number of phone calls that you made?
So we are currently in a managerial transitioning period where it's possible some things may fly under that radar. But
Okay.
my end of month numbers will reflect that in one day I did more calls than I had the previous month. So,
You're cooked.
so that's an option. I'm cooked. Or what if I've been needing just a little bit of a kick to move forward, and now I'm going to be like the call master and be like top call list all the time.
I don't see that happening.
I kind of really want to go for that because I'll be honest with you, I don't really try that hard at my job.
You're just explaining that you're
I-
lazy.
I'm lazy. I am aware of this, but I'm working on it. And I felt like yesterday was kind of a big switch flip. All right. So I'm kind of thinking I can take this newfound momentum and run it as the new standard. Really, really changing it up. So, for example, I did a very, very short stint selling insurance to unions.
Oh boy.
Very short stint doing that. But in the training, I was working with a guy, very successful, and we had to memorize a script.
Okay.
And, for like a week, I didn't have the script fully memorized. It was several pages long. And I, had a little bit of it. And then on about, near the end of the week, I'm like, just do it. And I tried for a moment. In about 2 to 3 hours, I memorized the whole thing. I kind of felt like that moment has now happened at my job. Because that guy at the insurance company said, "What happened?" And I'm like, well, I tried a little bit here. So I'm thinking I may have now tried a little bit at my job, which, sorry, boss, for not trying beforehand. We've talked about it. But now I feel like maybe this was the moment. This was my switch flip. This could be very good.
I think your next week will be telling.
I think it'd be very telling.
Are you going to show up and do 10 times what you normally do?
I really feel like I don't have a lot of choice now. Like, I almost feel like, we talk about this as guys. On the first date with a girl, you may be, yes, you want to put a good foot forward, but maybe don't go like all of the way with the top because
don't show
there's
your
no
whole hand.
Yeah, there's not a lot to come back to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I definitely tipped my hand.
Yeah, I would say you're probably cooked there, boy.
But I'd say only cooked if I go back to where I was.
Well, I would say
I'm still
you're
a productive
cooked in that
member.
You can't go back to where you were.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
So here's the thing. I have now set a new standard.
Yeah.
The bar was here. It was supposed to be here. And I just went here.
Yep.
So this is now my area. This is home.
You know what you could do? You just be like, I didn't do 55 calls.
It's all logged. We use a system. This is documented.
AI is crazy.
Boss, it wasn't me. It was definitely me. So, I think one thing, so that I don't want to project on other people here.
Hold on. At what point in your day did you go, I'm at 45 calls today? You know what I should do? Another 10 calls!
That was at about 9 a.m. when I made the decision just to go for it. And
you didn't think, what's this going to look like?
No, that's way too far. No. Well, I'm like, I have today. And I think this is really what I'm trying to get at here. Not that I've been historically not as enthusiastic about my effort before, which is how one may interpret this situation.
Really?
But that I've now begun to put in some effort. And I think that's the area I'm going to focus on here.
How have you been getting away with this?
I'm still a productive member of my team. I just haven't really focused on this particular aspect of the job. I've been focusing on this aspect of the job.
Is this aspect of the job sleeping?
Not really? No, I mean, I'm at a desk. I'm at a desk of customer facing. That I feel like someone would go, hey. But I really think this is a leaf. I feel, turned a leaf, This.
Maybe turn the pillow. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just trolling. Yeah. I'm trolling out here.
So what do you do when you actually have found yourself trying at work? Or how do you get yourself to try at work? Now, this is super silly because it's phone calls and blah, blah, blah. But I've now begun trying at my job.
I think maybe it come for most people, it's probably a case of where it was an area that they didn't really love or just were uncertain about. Mm-hmm. And once they took the first step of, oh, now I understand what this is, how to do it, and what I can do, and like now I figured it out, like now I just do it. Mm-hmm. I think that's probably what it is. Is before you were like, meh, I don't really love phone calls. I haven't been historically good at phone calls, so I'm just going to kind of avoid it. Mm-hmm. And then that day, you were like, you know what, fine, whatever. I'm going to see as best as I can possibly do. And now, my guess is you'll probably start to find yourself going, you know what, I know I can do this many calls, so I'm just going to do it. Or you won't do that.
Oh, no. No, I think I have to do it.
I think you definitely have to. You at least have to up your game to some degree.
Absolutely.
Because you can, at this point, you got to be careful. Because at this point, you could probably explain it away. You could be like, I didn't have anything else to do that day. I was really on my game, though. I had an unusually lucky day with whatever. You could talk that one day away. But if you do that again, and then again, you're definitely... Now, what you can do, the smart thing to do here, would be to, slowly progress your way up there.
See, that would have been
and
good
then you
before
I know. But see, I still think you can explain away that one day. You're like, look, I had nothing else going on. I drank 4 energy drinks that morning.
So this is actually an item that I've been trying to solve. And it's, it is a verse. It sits in the back of my mind. Do all things as if unto the Lord.
Okay.
All right? So that means try, like really hard. Do really good work. And let's just say historically, I do some aspects of my job phenomenally well.
Mm-hmm.
Some, not so much.
Not so much.
And then I have a day where it all just kind of comes together. Now, I kind of feel an obligation. We've been having a little bit of fun at this for a while. Well, each week when we go through this, it sits in the back of my mind, hey, we have the name of this podcast, The Modern Kingsman.
Mm-hmm.
And it sits in the back of my mind, am I acting like someone who could have that name, who is serving a king, who is actually trying his best, who is putting his best foot forward?
Okay.
And that kind of volume, and just that one really silly aspect, it's stinking phone calls. For a moment, I may have been like tiptoeing with actually doing a pretty okay job there.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of motivating.
Well, I think it can be. I think you could use it as motivation, or you could use it not as motivation. But I think it's how you decide to go forward. Mm-hmm. You know what you're capable of. It's a matter of whether you care enough to pursue your next level, or whether you're okay where you're at. I think that's...
I'm not really okay where I am. I'm not okay where I am.
And an argument could be made that you probably shouldn't be. That where you're at is maybe not where you should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and maybe so, maybe not.
And I'm referring mostly to my effort level.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
As a dude, if I don't actually try at something, I don't really feel good about the results, even if I win.
Exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
Yeah.
I love the video that's put out by what's his name? I can't remember what his name is now. That's gonna burn me all night. Anyway, it's essentially what he's saying. I'll at some point I'll remember who it is. But essentially, he's making the video that if you're going to try something, he says something along the lines of, if you're going to do it, do it. Don't tiptoe around the edge. If you're going to try something, try it 100%. And then you can go to bed knowing that it either is for you or it isn't for you. And you don't ever have to wonder. He uses a phrase, that keeps me up at night, wondering whether or not it is or isn't, etc. But if you're going to go for it, go for it. If you're not, then don't. But don't half do it.
Yeah, the lukewarm, that middle ground, that's miserable.
Yeah. And I think, it's up to you. You know what you're capable of. You know where you can be. It's just a matter of whether you're willing enough to put in the effort to get there.
And I think one thing to always consider in similar situations is the effort worth the reward?
Yeah.
And make sure that's for whatever job you're in, whatever your task you're in.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to, if you want to be the absolute best rice counter for someone who likes to drop rice and count it, I don't know, something probably
I'm
not a good
sure where you come up with.
Yeah. Probably not a good reward there. But pick something where, it's worth your effort to really commit yourself there.
Yeah. Well, and maybe it's not 50 phone calls every day, but at least if you're putting in a conscious effort, I think that's what counts.
Mm-hmm. And only you can determine what is a conscious effort.
Yeah.
Because only you can prevent forest fires. It popped right in there, man. It did. And well, I didn't put that much of an effort not to say it.
It did roll off pretty smoothly.
Effort. Go for it. Gotta try. Give 100, But I have unintentionally 10x to my call volume.
Yeah, I'm going to stand by my original claim that you're cooked. Because now you're stuck. You have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But is that so bad?
No.
That I actually have to perform now?
It'll suck when you don't want to, but.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? It's not about me. It's like, what's the goal? Why? You have to have something bigger than me anyway. Why would I not want to put everything I have into something?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not here to be lazy. Again.
No, I think you could do that. You can use that.